it seemed to mirror like a reverse of the crypt scene, or what they call the crypt scene in season 9. Was that on the page? Was that the director's interpretation? Was that something you and Lisa worked out?
No.
Are we seeing things?
You maybe seeing things. I think it was a happy accident. I think that the way that we choreographed that particular fight scene just kind of lent itself to feel like that same that previous fight. Although that really wasn't more of a fight. That was just kind of Cass pummeling Dean. Yeah. But I think there was a similar aspect, and that'd be an interesting question again for Bob if that was talked about in the writing room, because it wasn't written on the page, and it certainly wasn't conveyed to us that that's what they were going for. But it may have been the inspiration that was needed to write that scene. That being said, that was, you know, it was a very emotionally similar scene, but I would say that, you know, the choreography was obviously a little different, and there wasn't the, you know, on the knees, you know, pleading him to stop and that kind of thing, although he was pretty beaten up and asking me to stop. But did you all think that at that shot, was there a collective, no! I might have. Yeah. I remember we were shooting it, and Misha and I were like, oh, they are not gonna like this. He was so mad at me. But that was a really, I really liked that fight scene for some reason, just because it was really raw. In fact, there was at one point when Dean was kind of slamming his face into the table. He was all the way up on the table, and one of the takes we used stunt doubles, except Todd, my stunt double, he was like, dude, you can do this. It's really just Misha's stunt double that's getting there. And I'm like, I'll do it. So took Misha's stunt double, who was a different guy that day, and I'm blanking on his name, so forgive me. But he went in, and so I, you know, threw him against the table and started slamming his face, and he was all the way up onto the table, like his whole body, like up to his thighs, were up on the table. And when I pulled him off, I literally grabbed the back of his belt and yanked him completely in the air, and he went wham and hit the ground. And I was like, wow, that's what we did.